Mancini, a lightweight contender, like father, like son.
Studios, it's another episode of the Boom Boom Room. I'm your spit bucket guy, Viking Jim. Our corner man, the one and only Joe Danier, and our host, the one, the only, you know him, you love him, star of stage, screen, and film, and all-around nice guy. He'll even get your cat out of a damn tree, Raymond Boom Boom Mancini. Hi, champ.
Hey, hello to another round of the Boom Boom Room. I'm your host, Ray Mancini, here with my spit bucket guy and announcer extraordinaire, Viking Jim. And of course, my corner man who's walked out on me just now, Joe Danier. Yeah, a lot going on. Look, I got notes down, people. Got notes down.
Copious notes.
I write these notes. Copious, I like that word, yes. And about a lot of stuff. I was just writing things down today.
Well, I'm just impressed that you actually used paper today because you've been known to use napkins. So you've got actual sheets of paper.
And,
I told you for Christmas you're getting a ream of legal pads. Anyway, go ahead. I'm sorry.
So I just want to talk. We're going to be like, Joe, there he's back. He's back. Okay. So we're going to talk today about sports in general and then a few other things. Fighting, of course. But let's start off. Let's just start off with, Tuesday, well, we had to go, it was a last minute thing. I asked to go to New York for a business meet. And interesting enough, I had a meeting with the legendary Nick Pileggi, writer of Casino and Goodfellas. And that was interesting. We met in his apartment in New York City.
How cool.
Yeah, well, it really was. I go in there and it's just, and we thought, well, we'll take you to lunch. No, come up, I have coffee in Danish. And it was cool, So we thought we'd take him, me and my partner would take him to lunch. And he said, no, just come on. Went to the apartment, and of course, Nick Pileggi, wonderful writer, award-winning writer, Goodfellas, The Casino.
He's a legend.
Legend, and he's just a lovely, lovely man. I had met him before, and he remembered meeting me, and didn't know well, but it was funny because we had this meet and talked about a project, and sit there in his room. It's this beautiful, beautiful apartment on in the '70s, overlooking between Park Avenue and Madison. Overlooking the city. It was just, penthouse apartment was spectacular. But you go in, it's just one big room. It's just, I love open space. I love those type of houses. And apartments, just one big room, and the kitchen was off this side, and bedrooms you couldn't see were off this side. It was just one big living room. And there was a couch and four folding chairs that we sat on. as minimalist as you can get. We're talking about the minimalist, you always heard the people's style, a minimalist style, which I kind of dig.
Yeah, it's cool.
I dug it. Nick, you are the best, man. If you watch this show, you don't watch the show, but if anybody tells you about the show, I really appreciate your time, your conversation, the sandwiches, the coffee and Danish. It was wonderful. It was a great meeting. So anyhow, that's why, I get a call like that. I gotta change things up a little bit. And we were here on Tuesday. And again, for people who don't know, when I wave in, there's actually people walking by, leaving work here, we're an open. There's this glass here. People could see us as they walk in and as they walk out. So that's why I just ain't waving at air. So anybody thinks I'm just, who's he waving at? People are leaving work right now. So anyhow, it was great, man. It was a great time. So anyhow, that's why I was there Tuesday. But I appreciate those who listened in. We had one of our best audience participation of those since we started. So that was great. It was a great night. Even though it was the best of, I appreciate people showing love. So let's talk about let's talk about sports right now. We'll get into some philosophy and stuff later on. The Brownies lost on Sunday. They're 2-4-1 right now. 2-4-1. That's not the point. They won 2 games. They didn't win any last year, and they won 1 year before. So they're ahead of the last 3 years.
They're ahead of the game. But
I like it. But you know what? They're fun to watch. finally fun to watch again. They're in every game. They're making it fun. And if you're a fan of the Brownies, you're pulling for them. Even if you ain't, you got a hard time not pulling for them.
You're so used to the pain, but that even that little less pain is a kind of pain you can take after you use
because they're in every game. They're not like they're getting blown out. They're in every game.
Yeah.
And so I'm enjoying them. And this kid, Mayfield's he's a winner, man. I said it. It's a great choice by them. He's a winner. His personality, his attitude is infectious. And he could throw, man. He could throw that ball, scramble on. He's going to be around for a while.
And, even in regards to people that aren't normally Browns fans, they're going from America's joke to America's favorite underdog.
Yeah, absolutely. No doubt.
There's a shift in the perception.
Yeah. Oh, absolutely. I mean, the perception of winning is back, The Brownies are going to be good for a long time. We've got a lot of young blood. I like our new GM is good. And our coach, our offensive coordinator, boom. You Jackson is with our offensive coordinator, man. He's Todd. What's it? Todd what? What's his name? Todd Haley. Good man. He injected some life into that team. So, and our defense is solid, man. Our defense. We got a lockdown defender with Ward, the kid from Ohio State. I forgot his first name. Anyhow, anybody knows? I'm not Heinz Ward. Don't say that, Joe. That's the other side. The kid Ward from Ohio State is a lockdown defender. Probably hope I know his name, so we'll talk about these guys.
I'm sorry, I was taking notes. You mean the kid from Ohio State?
Yes.
Now I'm drawing a blank.
Denzel Ward?
Denzel Ward. My man, Denzel Ward, yes. And Denzel, of course, they named him because just out of Denzel out of air, right? Because that's people named after Denzel Washington, of course. And but the kid's a baller. He's a lockdown defender. That's what we needed. So great choice by our GM because remember everyone was saying, why don't you go after Chubb, who's the other rusher, And we have Miles on the other side, one side, and the Chubb. No, we need a lockdown defender, and we got him. So that's good.
Defense first, man. Always defense first.
Yeah. No, let me clarify that. People always say you win titles by defense. And they say, I heard about every sport, but I said, no, not quite. In football, I'm going to stand up for this. In football...
We need to get you a chalkboard and a ball cap.
Yeah. Football, yes. Football is the one sport, again, it's the total team sport. It's truly the team sport. Basketball, one guy can beat you. Baseball, one guy. Football, one guy cannot beat you. It's truly a team sport. It's truly the ultimate team sport. But, and it's like I said, fighters, you win on, guy don't get hit. Yeah, I may not be getting it, but if I'm not getting hit, I can't hit you, generally. I don't know of any fighters that ever won a title, world title on defense. You win by not hitting the other guy. You win by knocking the guy down, knocking him out, by your offense. See, that's how you win fights, offensively, not defensively. Talk about, this guy, he's great defense. Okay, so I'm not impressed. You gotta have an offense. If you throw punches and you don't get it, also a la Ray Leonard or Roberto Duran or Sugar Ray Robinson or Willie Pep, all the great guys who are smacking you and then making you miss. Great, but you don't win fights on defense. You gotta have it's your offense that wins fights. Your defense keeps the other guy from hitting you. That's all. Oh God, so same thing in football. They say, you win on defense. No, your defense got to shut the other team down. But if you shut the other team down, say they got a safety on you, 2 points, right? They get a field goal on you, but if your team can't score, you're still going to lose the game.
Let me throw this by you, though. I think it's still true, though, that a great defense will carry an average offense better than an average defense will carry an above-average offense.
You got to be able to stop the other guy, right? There's no dispute about that.
Yeah.
You got to be able to stop the other team. Look, the Brownies scoring. Who is it? What team is it that they're scoring but they can't stop them? There's one team they're getting beat. There's a couple teams. You're right.
This year there are a couple teams.
But if you can't score, which is the offensive side, you can't. It doesn't mean you ain't winning games. Your defense is going to shut them down somewhere. You got to be able to hold the other guy, shut him down. It's like, look, if it's a firefight, and these guys are making, what was like? What a couple weeks ago was that there was two teams, 42-41, 43. Was it New England and one other team? I mean, it's a firefight. They're both in their 40s. and New England wound up winning 51-49 or something like that.
Sounds
And
like
that's the point I'm trying to say. Is you got to score points to win. Also, that's why. So you don't want the other team running all over you. If you don't score and they keep running all, you got. But it's offense that wins games. It's offense.
It's the offense that's doing the scoring. The bulk of it.
It's same thing with a pitcher. Baseball. Guy can have, perfect example. Harvey Haddix. Remember, 12 innings, perfect ball, perfect ball. 12 innings, 13th inning, he lost because his team wasn't scoring either. So that's Harvey Haddix back in 1959 for the Pittsburgh Pirates. Now I'm bringing back from the archives.
What's that?
My point being is, baseball player, if your team ain't scoring, if your pitcher is pitching, you see that more often than not. Pitcher's shutting down the other guys. Maybe a 1-hitter, 2-hitter. They're scoring no runs, getting the later innings, but your team ain't scoring nothing either. He gets hit a couple hits, boom, boom, 1 run scores, they lose 1-0, and this guy's shutting down through 8, shutout innings until the.
Threw a gem and wound up losing.
Exactly. So. Anybody get carried over? The defense wins. Defense is what wins fight. No, defense don't ever win a fight. You never win a fight on defense, ever. You win on offense. The defense is you make the guy miss and you counter him and you crack on him, make the guy miss, then you counter him, catch him. But that's the offensive side. So don't get it twisted. Offense is what wins games, which wins fights, nothing else. In fact, we got anybody texting into us just in case. I'm
going to check that. I'm going to check that right now. In the meantime, I'm not going to argue with you. It's your show.
That's all I'm saying. So, how about this? This is the 4 overtimes this year. The Brownies have been 4 overtimes.
Isn't that weird?
Record is 5 in a season by a team. They already have 4. So one from having that record. So anyhow.
Well, it's weird. We talked the other week too about not only. There haven't been a lot of ass whoopings.
No.
There have been a lot of these really close games and high-scoring close games.
That's right.
And there have been a lot of ties. It's been a really weird season. And I think part of that is some of these new rules they've got. They're kind of, and we've talked about it before, they are, in a lot of cases, over-regulating the game.
No, there is no doubt. I mean, these referees, man, they're killing them they're killing the guys that are defensive stars. And
don't hit the quarterback, don't touch the receiver.
Right, they're killing it.
You know how you take away
I can't see you too
how you take the head hits out of it though? Take the damn helmets away.
Well, then
the guys are going to start thinking before they start cracking skulls.
Of course, well, back in the 30s, 40s, and 50s.
Yeah, right, or a leather helmet or something like rugby.
Then when you got flag football is what you got. So come on, it's flag. Stop. So that ain't professional football.
There's a reason they call it a helmet, right?
That's right. So that's the Brownies. You go. How about that Ohio State lost last week to Purdue? They look clueless. So Purdue just kicked them behind, but they look clueless. Their defense, Nick Bosa. Nick Bosa is a tremendous player. He's doing what's best for him, and I agree with that. He's suffered that element, and he's still expected to go number one in the draft. So you got to save that. If your goal is to play professional football, you go to school, you go to college to get that knowledge and to help you for your next level. If you're going to be a football player and you're already telling you're going to be the number 1 pick, but you got an injury, best that you sit out, then you sit out. Everyone said he owes it to the team. No, he don't owe nothing to that team. He's giving his best to that team. And you don't give no more.
It's a free country.
You don't give yourself, because you're leaving a piece of yourself in every game. Is you're going to leave the rest of your career? You got a career. Look, he's going to sign a bonus. That could be his savings. That's going to be what keeps him. That could be his future. No matter how many years he plays. If you're a number 1 pick, you send that big bonus. Come on. So anyhow, but the Ohio State look terrible. They look clueless. And Meyer, man, you got to get them guys back. You got to get that defense, man. You got whoever the defense coordinators. You got to get them back under wraps, man. You got to get them back. Because they look terrible. I mean, this Purdue broke off how many long runs, not long ass runs, 3 or 4 in that game, and the missed tackles. Come on, man, stop. So it's hard being a Buckeyes fan if you're watching that game.
Yeah, testify. Hey, we got a couple of check-ins here, right?
Yes, we.
Colleen Lemire from Florida says hi.
From Delray Beach, Steve Stabile's lady.
That's right. Steve's in here too. Steve says hey. Johnny Pepe.
Johnny Pep.
Johnny Pep. Yes. He said upstate New York, late snow today. Anthony D'Amato up in Jersey. And Marianne Batura Ray watching from Tampa. She's a Youngstown girl too.
Marianne. Oh, you know what? Reminds me, and I appreciate that. I got a text the other day where I don't know what she meant it in jest. Sharon Trigno Best. Sharon Trigno, Youngstown girl, said Ray. She was talking about my diction because she says when it says can't get no more. Can't get no more. You know, usually do double negative.
Yeah.
So I'm getting an English lesson now. Oh. I'm getting English lessons now.
Oh, that's nice.
Sharon, that's my vernacular. That's what makes me me.
Yeah.
Sharon, look, my mother was an English major. Do you don't think I know how to speak the King's English? Sharon, my diction, I speak very, very, my vocabulary, I'm actually a verbologist. You know, I'm known as a verbologist.
Yeah.
And, you know, and oh yes, I can talk I can use these 98-cent words, man. I can throw a lot of them around. You know, a plethora.
Plethora.
I can use a plethora of words in my vernacular.
Ooh, pardon me while I play the grand piano.
See, I'm an educated pugilist. Check out the word pugilist for yourself. No, Sharon, I appreciate it. I know, I'm just busting your chops. I know. I appreciate it, Sharon. You know, we got the LOL at the end.
Hey.
I told you, Sharon, everybody says that, right? You know, they say something funny, which I got. I knew you meant in jest. I know. And they put LOL. I hate the LOL. I can't stand when people LOL.
Yeah.
I get it. I got a good sense of humor, and I figure I can tell a good joke. So if I say something, then people go, LOL. Kill that for me. Write something, don't put LOL. When people text me, text me, don't put LOL. I have a friend of mine, Mark Bursick, my man from Brookfield.
Yeah.
So listen, Mark, everything you write, Mark, stop with the LOL. Stop. We get it. Your phone's joking. He makes a joke and it's LOL. Stop. Got it.
So what do you want? Ha ha? What's
about this?
What's the deal?
This is humor. I use my cerebral memory. My cerebral.
Damn, he's winging them together tonight, man.
I got this, you know, warehouse in my cerebral vortex. Ooh, go ahead with that. That I know what the people mean. You know what? Put LOL. I say, you know, oh God, you kill me when you do it. So anyhow. Just write the joke, make the joke, but Sharon, I appreciate the LOL on that because I want you to know, I appreciate you because you know I can't get no more funny than this.
Oh, anyhow, well, I don't know. You can get a little funny.
I do appreciate. I wanted to say I appreciate that, Sharon.
Hey, my friend Brian Apgar from over at the Purple Cat checked in. You know, you got something going on Monday night?
Yeah, Monday night. We got the dance for the Purple Cat dance. At the Youngstown Skate Connection, yeah, it's the annual Halloween dance for the young adults and the adults and young men and women of the Purple Cat. Purple Cat, if I could tell you, it's a great facility. Our friend Jimmy runs.
Yeah, Jimmy Sutman, good guy.
Jimmy Sutman for people, adults and you know. Well, I don't say children, not children, but young adults and older adults that have physical impaired, they're impaired physically or emotionally or mentally to an extent, but they're great people.
They do great work, and that's going to be a great party. That's a Youngstown Skate over. That's on what is that Tiffany Boulevard?
Tiffany Boulevard, and we're the third year in a row doing it, and they're the best. It's one of the best things ever done for our charity has ever done for. People of Youngstown is the Purple Cat dance. So
I got to tell you, my buddy Brian, he works out there, and I'll tell you what, my man can bowl a blue streak, Ray.
No,
you ought to see this guy.
Yeah.
He is. I'm afraid to take him on. He challenged me. He called me out. He's got the most unusual technique you've ever seen. He bowls like he's throwing a bounce pass, and he nails it.
Wow.
He's actually got a really good average and a very unconventional method of throwing the ball, but by God, he's good.
It doesn't say how you get it there, just as long as you get it there.
That's right. There are no rules on how you throw it, as long as you throw it.
What I say in golf, it's not how you drive, it's how you arrive.
That's right.
So, you know, people got some unusual golf swings and stuff, and they get it to the green, and you just watch them, you go, they hit it, you know, 100 yards, you know, they hit it 100 yards, then 120, then the next thing you're on the green, you go,
how'd that happen? I don't know.
So, anyway, that's what's happening there.
Carla Hoffman says you're hilarious.
Well, Carla's she's a friend, so of course she's gonna think I'm funny.
She's laughing her you know what off.
Oh, Carla, thank you so much, love. Appreciate that. Thank you. But Carla, here's that. Would you play this for your students? Would you play this for your students? If you would do that, see, I'm right on.
Well, we haven't hit the we haven't hit the threshold yet. We haven't gone blue.
We want to be. No, we ain't going there. You know, that's for Howard Stern. That's gig, not mine. And but we need to, we mean to educate over here, and so. Better boom. And okay, so all right. Here's the other thing. We're going back to sports again. We're gonna be bouncing on. First, this is the first season with an overtime game in each of the first 7 weeks.
Yeah.
Another trivia question. They're making no money, but you know it. That's the first season in history that has had overtime game in each of the first 7 weeks.
That's crazy.
How about this? The kicker for the. Who was it? For the Ravens, Baltimore Ravens, Justin Tucker never missed an extra point. He was 22 for 22. And what did he do against the Saints? They're down 24-23. They tied the game up. He misses the first one.
Hey.
Years. So I mean, I felt bad for the guy. The guy looked like he lost his mother. He looked sick to us. I mean, I felt bad for him, really.
He's gonna get no sympathy from me. I remember the 1998 NFC Championship game. Okay. Why the guy didn't miss a kick all year? Anderson, remember? No sympathy from this devil.
About this, I was watching the Drew Brees special about Drew. Broke the record, the all-time yardage for the most yardage in NFL history. Past Peyton Manning, and Brett Favre, and right below, coming up is Tom Brady, passing number 2 on this. But what was amazing, man, he come from Drew Brees from Purdue, quarterback, Super Bowl winning quarterback when they beat the Colts and Peyton Manning down in New Orleans right after the hurricane. Mm-hmm. It was such a very heartwarming moment to see them win. And but here's a trivia question. I bet you get it though, Mike. You're a smart guy. What do this is something that was said on that show.
Okay.
What do Albert Einstein, Bruce Lee, and Martin Luther King and Drew Brees all have in common?
Now that's a weird one.
Martin Luther King, Bruce Lee, Albert Einstein, and Drew Brees. What do they all have in common? Joe?
He's got nothing either. He's the smartest guy in the room.
They're all under 6 foot.
No
Because
kidding.
Drew Brees is 5'11".
Ah.
Hey, Mark.
And that height of a quarterback in the modern NFL, I mean, even back in the day, it was...
Yeah. How about that?
That's crazy.
Fred Tarkenton was one of the few guys I knew that was that. But,
Yeah, 5'10". Yeah.
Drew Brees is 5'10". They say 5'11", but just under 6. They say 6 foot. He's under 6 foot. But they were talking about that. It's never his style play. It's never hampered him in any in any high school, college. Or he was a starter and Super Bowl winning quarterback. And now the all-time leading. And he stays in the pocket. He's a pocket. He's not a rollout guy like Fred Tarkenton used to roll out.
Yeah. No. Not running. He's not out there running for his life.
He can roll out.
He's got his craft down to a point where he doesn't even necessarily have to see. He knows where the route's going, and he can hit that spot.
Guys like Baker Mayfield and Russell Wilson has paid homage to Drew Brees, but Baker Mayfield should, because those are the guys. Because of Drew Brees showed that the NFL quarterback under 6 foot can be successful.
I never realized that.
Yeah, but
I mean, because I remember they thought Doug Flutie was a fluke.
That's right. That's exactly right. So I thought that was interesting. So there we go.
It was a good book.
Yeah. Drew Brees. That was on NFL Football. That was I think Fox had it. Fox Sports had it. But that's it. Einstein, Bruce Lee, Martin Luther King, Drew Brees, all under 6 feet. And can I be included in that? I'm under 6 foot too.
No. It's funny though.
Said, I'm 5'2", eyes are blue, coochie.
It's
no,
funny
I'm
though.
not 5'2". My father was 5'2", so I used to sing that.
It's funny though. Like, and I'll ask you because you've met way more famous people than I have. But have you ever had those situations where you've gone, wow, that guy's not nearly as big as I thought he was, or wow, that guy's huge.
Nah, I really don't say that. I've had that said to me many times.
Yeah.
You're not as big as you look on TV. I said, well, TV puts, the old saying, a couple inches and 10 pounds. I say, man, I'm just a lightweight. Mm-hmm. Just a lightweight. Come on, now.
There was, the one that surprised me was Bruce Springsteen.
I never met Bruce.
But
I should say it. Of course I met Bruce. I've been with him a few times.
But you wouldn't notice.
But I didn't notice. Bigger than me. That's all I need to know. But I should say I never really noticed that.
But I've noticed that with NFL players, though, because, like, whenever I've met them, it's like, there have been guys that I was, like, found out I was taller than.
I'll tell you one thing. You just said that. The one guy I did notice when I met him, I'm a little guy. He was like $120.
Yeah?
Yeah, 5'4", 2, 3, whatever. Sammy Davis Jr.
Oh, yeah.
And he wore the high heels.
Yeah.
Yeah, but he was still
The 70s were good to him with the platforms.
But Sammy did. But man, the greatest show I've ever seen.
You've said that to me before.
Greatest show of Vegas I've ever seen. Best performer I ever saw. He could do it all. And you know what? That leads me to. I was telling Joe before you walked in. I went to see Keith Urban last night.
How was that?
Keith Urban played here in Youngstown, Ohio, at the Cavelli Center. For those who are listening, Keith Urban, good friends of mine. I just wanted Rick Blaze. From my Rick Blaze from Rick's Ranchwear. Now I'm gonna tell you a funny story. Rick has been a wonderful friend. Him and his wife, lovely, lovely, lovely. Invited me and my bride to go, and we both like Keith Urban quite a bit. And we went, and so we went to the show at the Cavelli Center downtown Youngstown. It was sold out, and Keith Urban put on a show. He just rocked out for an hour and a half, about 2 hours.
That's a nice long show.
The opening act, I should say, was Ballerini, Kelsey Ballerini.
Okay. Good stuff.
Oh man, she was kick-ass, man. She was kick-ass too.
Country style too, I presume.
Oh yeah, but Keith's that country rock. It's even though he sounded a lot. He used to see him play the guitar, man. He can riff on that guitar. One of the best guitar player I ever saw.
Right.
So
it ain't your granddaddy's country.
So he's got a bit of that Southern fried rock in him.
Yeah,
really,
sure.
They could do a little Allman Brothers. You could do a little bit.
Kid grew up
Skinner.
listening to George Jones and Skinner at the same time.
Yeah, exactly. A cross between that, because and it's funny. Pulled the girl up on stage. One thing you say about him, he's a handsome son of a gun. I mean, he's just a handsome kid. Mm-hmm. She pulls up. She looked at this girl from Young State pulls up, and he's talking to her, and she had a sign. And he called her up, and she goes, "Oh my God, you're beautiful." I thought that was the best. And then later on in the show, he went to the back. He walked through the crowd. He didn't go around. Walked through the crowd to the back. They had the stage up in the back.
Yeah.
He played there for about the last half hour. But he signed the guitar and gave the girl, the girl from his guitar.
Oh, that's nice.
That was beautiful. It was a tremendous show. So if anybody gets a chance to see Keith Urban, who's in your hometown, go to that show, man. You'll love the show. Great performer, kick-ass performer, and get your money's worth. But he just seems like a good guy, man. Just seems like a good guy. So anyhow, we saw that last night, and because as you can see, I'm all over the joint. I'm bouncing around, folks, bouncing around.
Well, it's funny, speaking of shows, Metallica was in Pittsburgh not too long ago. It was just, I think, last week. And a lot of my friends now that were, like, real into Metallica, and still are, but it's kind of funny they were saying, because, like, now they're all old, and everybody in the audience is, like, bringing their kids to the show.
Right.
And it's just not quite, it's still
Not the
cool,
same.
but it's
Not
not
the
quite
same.
the same as
No.
when you're, like,
How about this? Walked in there. I said, "What are you playing?" I thought, "He's playing Metallica." Joe,
Yep.
you playing Metallica? I said, "You liked it?" He said, "Yeah." I dug it. I like Metallica. I mean, I don't know much about him. I listened to Joe. I liked what I heard, Joe.
Yeah,
And I was surprised,
I was metalhead kid
Yeah,
growing up. Of course, I'm from Austin town, so go figure.
No, I just, anyhow, it's just interesting, man. It was just. It
was a good time. That Cavelli
Yeah.
Center's a beautiful thing.
Yeah, it
man.
really is. Now going to baseball a little bit. How about this? The Red Sox are up on Los Angeles Dodgers 2-0. They won last night again. I can't see the Dodgers winning this one. The Red Sox, they're just too strong. As my son said, my son Leonardo, big baseball guy, but probably the most knowledgeable baseball guy I know. So he just said, Pop, from the beginning, he said, the Red Sox are going to win. And he said, I wouldn't be surprised if they swept them. If not, he said, Dodgers may win one game. He said, they're just too deep, starting with the pitching and their bullpen. And then all the way down the lineup. Mookie Betts sat the other day.
Okay.
Mookie Betts maybe he should be the MVP of this year for the American League MVP. Mookie Betts,
yeah.
What a great year.
Yeah, he had a killer year,
He
yeah.
sat, and that's some talented there. You got potential MVP.
You're so talented you can sit a guy.
Because, for the day.
Let him rest.
Let him rest. So that's how talented, how deep they are.
You think they're going to sweep it? Dodgers going to get one or two
I think
in?
Dodgers may win one because they're back in L.A. I think Dodgers are going to win one, but I think it's going to be a 4-1. I think it'll be 4-1 because it's just, as my son said, too deep. What else? Baseball. Rocco Baldelli, nice Irishman. Rocco Baldelli.
Oh yeah.
Became the youngest manager in Major League Baseball. He just got hired by the Minnesota Twins. He's 37 years old, and he became a manager. Now I remember when he played with I believe I did have to check. I believe he played with the Twins for a bit.
That's weird.
Hey, my man.
That's weird.
Play with Tampa. I believe with Tampa Bay. Played with Tampa Bay, but Rocco Baldelli could play. He was a good player, but now he's gonna be a manager, man. There you go. So, how about in basketball? The Lakers finally won the first game yesterday at Phoenix last night. And the reason the significance is because I was listening to Stephen A. Smith today. Stephen said, "Yeah, Phoenix. They lose to Phoenix. Phoenix may be the only team worse than them this year. He's going on, but they won. First game, they're sort of 1-3. Now he said, but if they played the Golden State and they got beat, well, then they're all 4. But it's not. But if they lose to Phoenix, you're all 4. That's so. So they won. They won the game last night. Boom. How about this? Basketball. Going back to basketball again. Also. If you're watching the Lakers, LeBron's doing his thing. He may win MVP because he just spreads the ball, and he makes everyone a better player. Even Lonzo Ball's knocking down 3-point shots, and he's got that terrible looking shot, but he's even knocked down shots. So anyhow, but Ingram's Ingram was looking good, but the other day you heard about there was a big scuffle between
what was
Chris
up with
Paul and Rondo when Houston played the Lakers on it was Sunday. Was that Saturday or Sunday? Saturday. Might have been Saturday. And or might have been Monday too. How about Monday? Could be Monday. And anyhow, CP3 and Rondo, who have had I didn't know they had a bit of a history together.
Oh, they got a beef?
They've had it for a while. And got each other's face, and Rondo spits in Chris Paul's face.
Ew.
My man John.
Well, that's
spit in his face. And he's what I said. And
we're gonna have to have him in one time.
These guys got a lot of friends walking through, going through.
We should put a camera out there.
And but Chris Paul, if you watch when they show replay, because why did Chris Paul hit him, smacked him in the face, but then Rondo clocked him with a net, boom, coming on, jumped on his left hook, caught him. Hey, CP3. Tuck that chin. Come on, bro. See, that's what they don't want to fight. If you're gonna push a guy, you better prepare for something coming back.
Mm-hmm.
He pushed him right underneath the chin, which is pushed him away.
You're gonna get a counterpunch.
If you watch the play, Rondo spit on him, and then he's just talking. It's coming out, but he spit on him.
This ain't like Phantom Loogie like Seinfeld.
I tell people. I've spit on a few people, and I say because when I have no respect and I cut you up, I could give a crap less about you or what you think you're gonna do. Dude, that's what I think, and that's it's over right there. So I understand. Rondo was trying to do it in a slick way, but he spit on. People about discuss the worst thing you can do to me. Yeah, it is. So when I've done it. That's because I cut the people out.
Yeah.
I let them know they're over. It's over. I'm saying I'm proud of it. No, it's not bad. But that's when you spit on somebody, you let them know that's it.
That's certainly something that you know.
It's
That's
just-
for only the heaviest
No,
of situations.
and I've done it to, and I've only done it to men, so you know, other guys, and trust me, they deserved it. But anyhow,
Of course they did.
so anyhow, there was a big scuffle, then there was a fight, and then Ingram come from behind and pushing guys, or when James Harden it started with James Harden making a bucket, and he's asking for a foul, and Ingram come from behind and pushed him. Mm-hmm. I don't know what thing where he got that push the guy because you fouled him or you didn't. But
You're playing on the blacktop.
So-
What is this?
So anyhow, this is part of a big scuffle, so that was kind of interesting. But Chris Paul got suspended for 2 games, Rondo for 3, and Ingram for 5 for starting home.
Yeah.
So there you go.
They got chippy.
But
Hey,
you know, like, they get a little chippy in there, but they don't. Nothing's gonna come of it, man. That's why everyone's, you know, the whole thing. Everyone's a telephone tough guy. Everyone, you know, no one's a Twitter tough guy. And you know, you got all these guys tough guys because everyone in between. If they all moved on, you
What's
might see Sphinx to pucker up and you
pop?
their ass puckered up real quick. There you go.
Hey Ray, my buddy Joe Trollio's checking in here, and he says he was at the Melvin Paul fight when you broke your thumb in the National Golden Gloves
My
in
man,
Indianapolis.
how about that? That was 1979.
Yep.
And my man was at March. Oh, I appreciate that. Yeah.
Yeah, Joe's been following your whole career from the very, very beginning, and he's a good friend of mine as well. He's in the Vikings fan club with me.
Joe, I appreciate that, man. I mean,
Yeah,
well,
no.
in fact, you were there at that my last amateur fight. When I lost to him, I beat him Melvin Paul that night. Joe, I don't know if you agree or not. You know, fighters don't, but I beat him that day. I beat him that fight. But he was the defending national champion. You know, and like I said, amateur athletics, man, they break you or they can make you. Well, that's after that fight. I was so heartbroken. I said, I'm never gonna fight another amateur fight. But to my, again, you know, always in my life, good Lord's blessed me with so many good things. In my life, when things have lost so many negative things, but it's truly in my life. There's always one door shuts, the other opens, and you know that I lost that fight. But who was in the stands watching me? Murphy Griffin.
Okay.
Coming in the locker room, he knew one of our trainers, Pedro Tomez. They were friends, and he asked to talk to me. And he said, young man, what's your plans? And I said, I'm never gonna fight another amateur fight. I'm disgusted with this. He said, young man, I'm telling you, you ain't never gonna win no international tournament. You ain't never, because you got too much of a pro style. But you could be one hell of a pro, and I could help get you there. And that's how I met Murphy Griffin, who became my trainer.
How'd that work out for you, Ray?
There you go. So that's what I'm saying. So
That's cool.
Yeah, that's a true story. So because everyone's thinking, you know, always pushing to go to the 80 Olympics. So if you win a national tournament, you get automatically invited to the Olympic trials.
Mm-hmm.
Now that fight there was in the it was the quarterfinals. So I had to win a couple more fights, obviously. But what I'm saying is, to get there, I had been beaten the #1 defending champion. He was ranked #1 in our weight class. I think I was ranked #5 or something.
But
So,
that would have got you a bid, but it wouldn't have got you on the team.
But that would have got me a bid, right?
Yeah, and that would have been a hell of a long road, and I think
Yeah.
you chose the right path
Yeah.
on that one, brother.
Yeah, me too, brother. Me too. How about this? Now, we're gonna switch over to the boxing side, and then we'll go back and forth. Do the flippy flop.
It's all good.
Hey,
HBO, even though they've pulled out boxing,
yeah.
they're supposed to have the last fight October 27th coming up between the Russian and Daniel Jacobs, but they extended it for one more fight. So the last fight is gonna be early December, and I can't tell you who's that fight gonna be because early December is gonna be another Russian. I believe it's gonna be another Russian fighting. But Joe, maybe what you got. But HBO now is extending with one more fight to early. I think it's the first, December 1st might be the last, or they're going the same night as Bob Arum, because Bob Arum got Lomachenko. You know, Vasily Lomachenko. Loma's coming back after a shoulder injury, and he's coming back. Shoulder, yeah, it was a shoulder, and he's fighting Pedraza. Jose Pedraza from Puerto Rico, and for unification of the lightweight championship. And so I think that's on ESPN, and then I think HBO might be going the same night. What's that?
Does it help you?
Laval. That's Laval. That's the 27th. Okay, it's November 28th. Is that it? Okay. It's Bivol versus Jean Pascal it's the light heavyweight championship. So I forgot Bivol's first name. He's a Russian, so I killed the name anyway. But Bivol is his name, and Jean Pascal. That's going to be the last one, November 28th. Okay, I thought it was December 1, but November 28th, which is my son's birthday. How about that? Yeah, my baby's going to be 27, so there we go.
Wow.
There we go.
Gives that freaks you out a little bit, doesn't it?
There we go. Yeah, it does. Yeah, it does. Yeah, it does.
It's a beautiful thing, though, man.
Yeah. So so also the Charlo brothers are fighting. Charlo brothers are fighting on December 22nd. Two brothers, identical twins, Jermel and Jermal. And I've seen they're identical. So, Mel or Mal?
It's hard enough when the guys are identical, and then you're going to give them almost identical names.
Jermel and Jermal. I'm going to be co-featured on the new deal between Fox Sports and Fox Sports.
Right.
Jesus, man. And the PBC at the Barclays Center in Brooklyn. But that's December 22nd. Fox, I told you, just made a deal with the PBC where they're going to show the PBC fights. Al Heyman made that deal with Fox, and now be on regular network again. Because Fox now is regular network.
Mm-hmm. And so it's going to be on regular
15,
TV?
If I'm correct, it's going to be 26 shows for the year, 12 of them on Fox Sports, regular Fox network, 10 of them on Fox Sports 1, their sister channel, and 4 of them on Showtime. So if I'm correct, that's what it's 26 shows, that'll be 2 months. And so I'm excited about that. And the Charlo brothers are kicking off the first fight. The first show is December 22nd at the Barclays in Brooklyn, and the Charlo brothers are featured. Now, I should know this. Jermel, one of them is got a version of the middleweight championship, and one of them is a junior middleweight champion. And so they're going to be one's going to be fighting for the defending his junior middleweight championship, and one of them is going to has a lineal champion. They're both defending the championships. Now they said that they're going to do a coin flip to see who's going to be the main event, who's going to fight first, who's fight second. So they'll do that to weigh-ins coming up. So
the Barclays Center in Brooklyn, had a nice joint.
Yeah. I've never been there. Yeah, I haven't been there. But it's becoming the place now. It's becoming one of the main three. But in fact, the PBC made a deal, like I said, with Fox, and they're going to be showcasing the fights in 3 areas. Brooklyn, at the Barclays Center. Las Vegas, they're going to be at the MGM in Las Vegas. And they're going to be at the Staples Center in LA. So they're going to be doing all 3 cities. And they're going to be doing twice a month. Well, twice a month would be 24 shows. So they're going to add another 2 shows, 26 shows over the next year.
Wow!
So I'm excited about that. Back on network television, and that's going to give them high visibility, which boxing hasn't had. I mean, we need to be on network television to get back the same popularity that we once had when I fought early '80s and all everybody else was because we were fighting on network television. We've been exposed to. I've been exposed to 60 million people domestically, over 100 million people worldwide. Fox now is on everyone the regular with ABC, NBC, CBS, and Fox.
It's going to be
a channel. So they're going to be exposed.
You ain't going to need cable.
That's right. So the exposure has been incredible.
Hey,
so
speaking of those fights, Ray, if I can ask you,
Sure, please.
I see Jermel's taking on this Tony Harrison. You know anything about Harrison?
Tony is a tough guy. That's the junior middleweight championship.
Junior middleweight.
Who's that?
He's got
is that Jermel or Jamal?
It's Jermel.
Jermel. Okay, he's the junior weight. Jamal's the middleweight.
Yeah, this kid's got some height and some reach on him.
Okay. To be a good
27-2.
Yeah, 27-2.
Should be a good fight.
Yeah, Tony Harris can fight. He can fight. And Jamal, the Charlo brothers, they can fight too. They're interesting guys. And but Jermel and Jamal, man, and middleweight, junior middleweight. So they're fun to watch, and it'll be good. It'll be a good fight. I'm excited about that. Also added to, we were just talking about Loma fighting Pedraza, December 8th at the Hulu Theater, which is underneath Madison Square Garden. Used to be the old Felt Forum, but now it's called the Hulu Theater. Bob Arum added Isaac Dogbe, our friend Isaac Dogbe, who's the featherweight champ.
Right.
Who beat Jesse Magdaleno, defended at one time. He knocked the guy out in the second round. I believe it was the Japanese kid. And he's added to the card now. And Bob Arum plans on going to Ghana, where Dogbe's country, home country, he's gone in, and to do a fight this summer and make him the main event. And he's the best fighter out of Ghana since, I can't say the best. He's one of the best. To fight Azuma Nelson is probably the greatest Ghanaian fighter. Azuma Nelson, featherweight champion, and junior lightweight champion. They called him the Professor. Called him the Professor, and he was great. He even fought lightweight. He fought for the lightweight title, but he didn't win that. But Azuma Nelson was great, and Ike Cortez from Ghana, and there's some good fight. But Ike Cortez was had a version of the welterweight championship, but Isaac Dogbe is right there with is the next great Ghanaian champion, because I like this guy, Isaac Dogbe, true warrior, puts on a show. And so he's fun to watch. So he'll be on the undercard of Loma. He'll be the semifinal. He'll be the first fight on that card shown. Or they'll have to have 3 fights. He'll be the second fight. He'll be the semifinal before the main event. And then he'll be fighting later in 2019 in Ghana. Probably that summer. So I'm excited. Also, fight that's been announced by Top Rank, Gilberto Zurda Ramirez is going to fight Jesse Hart again at Corpus Christi, Texas, on December 14th for the junior, super middleweight title, 168-pound super middleweight title. Ramirez won the first fight in a unanimous decision in September of 2017, and I did the commentary for that fight. That's when I was on True TV.
Okay.
Yeah, so we did that fight. And I did the commentary for that fight. It was a good fight.
When was that fight?
September of 2017.
I'm trying to wonder if I caught part of that fight and I saw you, because I remember texting you something smart-assed when I saw you on TV.
You might have. And, that was a good. That's a good fight. Now, so what I wanted to do, and I didn't get a chance to, but if I could, I was trying to do a top 5 list, but we didn't have time. So I'm going to try to get it here, but I'm going to try to do since Keith Urban, who's from Australia, Australian.
Oh, is he? I didn't know that.
Let's choose the top 10 bands and musicians from
Australia.
Right now, AC/DC is probably going to be number 1.
Right, you got to get those guys in there.
AC/DC is going to be number 1. Is that ABBA's not from Australia?
They're Sweden. Yeah.
See, I'm right with you.
But they're very popular in Australia. This is why he keeps me around,
That's
Joe.
right. That's it, man. I got the top 10 rock bands from Australia.
I got one.
No, I can't. Well, go ahead.
Olivia Newton-John.
She's Australian. Yeah, she's a singer. Yeah. So you got to put AC/DC number 1. Keith Urban's gonna be in the top 5. Olivia Newton-John gonna be in the top 5. Who else do they got? You got to have somebody.
Wait a minute. It's
From
coming to me.
Australia.
Oh, I shouldn't have done that last
Joe,
time.
can you look up who's from here? Of all time. Musician.
I should be doing that
From Australia. So anybody knows anybody?
Men at Work.
Men at Work, yes. Yes.
I had to hum it to myself.
Vegemite sandwich.
Yeah, that's it.
The Vegemite sandwich. The Men at Work.
In Excess.
In Excess. There we go. That's it. There we go. In Excess. So,
now, are there any more?
AC/DC, Rosetta,
The Bee Gees.
Midnight Oil. I didn't realize
Midnight
that.
Oil. Where you go? That's
Oil.
the other one I was trying to think of.
Nick Cave in the Bad Seeds. Are they from Australia? I thought he was Australian.
No, that's right. That's a good one.
But I do. But anyhow,
no.
anybody have any suggestions? Just text us real fast.
Well, maybe the top 10 is
Yeah.
AC/DC, In Excess,
In Excess.
Midnight Oil,
Midnight Oil.
Cold Chisel,
Cold Chisel.
Bee Gees.
For Rizzo.
Yeah, are the Bee
Gees-
For Rizzo, my
This
Nizzle.
is by rankers.
The Bee Gees are technically Australian, though
Yes,
they
they're-
lived in England. They were technically Australian.
Because they're born. They're Australian. They're born there.
Yeah.
The Angels, Men at Work,
No.
Crowded House,
Crowded House. I did like Crowded House. Yes.
Hunters and Collectors, and Divinyls.
Okay, the Vinyls. Okay, they were new wavy kind of for a
Is that
minute.
right?
Poppy, yeah.
Yeah, poppy new wave that came
There you
out in
go.
the mid '80s that was really, really dull, in my humble opinion.
There you go.
I'm not trying to throw shade on the Diviners.
I knew, of course, AC/DC, of course. And I forgot about Olivia Newton-John, of course. But Keith Urban's right there, man. He puts on a great show, man. I'm telling you, a kick-ass show. So if he's in your town, go see him. So real fast, then we're gonna, I was looking. A friend of mine on the way in gave me this because he's talking about Warren Zevon, because Warren Zevon wrote this song, and it's an article that just came out recently about him, September 7th of this year, on the internet, and he was an interesting cat, man, and he was so well respected.
Oh,
All
yeah.
the songwriters, man, him and Jackson Browne did a lot of collaborating. Bonnie Raitt
Yeah.
with him.
He's on a lot of stuff that
Yeah,
people
man.
don't even
I
realize. And a
didn't
lot
realize.
of songs that he wrote that people don't realize.
And a lot of them paid homage to him. And he was one of the most admired musicians and songwriters in L.A. That's just it. Members of the Eagles, Fleetwood Mac, and Beach Boys all lined up to back him on classic, on a self-titled 1976 breakthrough album. And but they said Zevon would burn nearly all of those bridges, eventually retreating to Philadelphia in the early 80s for an extended lost weekend that dragged on for several years.
I've been
I
there.
didn't realize it, man. So he burned on bridges. I know he said problem with alcohol. He was a bad drunk. He said he was a bad drunk, mean drunk. So yeah, that'll do it.
That's
Nobody wants
never
to
a
be
good
around
thing.
them guys. Look, I have friends of mine drink. When you drink, when you're a bad drunk, man, get away from that.
See, I'm a happy drunk.
I'm not a guy who gets drunk, but then times I get a little shine. I gotta always know what I'm doing. And
Yeah.
There's never a point I don't know what I'm doing.
Yeah.
I'm not allowed that. We're not allowed that. Because then that's not who I am, not what I'm about. And I don't want anybody saying, you said this, you did this. No, man.
Yeah,
I know what I'm doing all times.
And
I
a lot-
got a little shine. I'm able to shine. I might be able to stagger, get the staggers out, but I always know what's happening. Mm-hmm. So, anyhow, as I tell my kids, and anybody does advice, look, any guy out there, do not be, nowadays, young guys, I told my son this, he was in college. Young, good-looking kid, you're going to meet, hook up with girls, that's still happening. Hooking up with girls, being girls in bars. Make sure you're not drunk. Make sure you get a little shine, but where you could say, I didn't know what I was doing. Because girls say, he raped me, he stole, he sexually harassed me, guys, don't ever drunk
Keep
in the
your
one
head.
meeting room. I never.
And the same goes for the ladies.
I had a woman say this. I had a woman come and say, I had a woman say this, told my wife this one time, that her cousin said that I gave her my key to my hotel room to meet me, when I was in Las Vegas. Said, never, ever happened. Never. And I never say never. Never happened. Why? Because I never wanted anybody in my room without me. Mm-hmm. Because I had jewelry there, I had my money, I had things closed. I did stupid stuff. I was leaving jewelry out, stuff like that. So we never let anybody in my room without me being there, ever. That you don't do. So what I'm saying is, I don't want to be, and I tell my son, and I'm telling anybody, guys, you cannot go with a woman having the blind drunks, the blind staggers. You cannot be, if you're going to get totally annihilated, go home alone, go sleep rough, have your friends take you, or have a friend with you in that room. Because you're going to never, ever let anybody go say, because how could you say, well, I didn't do that, or if you don't remember, and I've told my son this, you cannot be stupid drunk where you don't know what's going on. You always got to know what's going on. Even if you have like this, you can have a little bit of you got the shine going on, or a little bit of staggers, but you got to know what's going on. So when nobody says, well, he took me to the room, he did this, he did that, or he stole my money, or whatever, or you want a girl roll on you, were you going to be, knocked out, falling asleep, and they're going to roll you and take your stuff.
Always be safe.
Always know your surroundings. Always know where you're at. Always have your stuff together, man. Please. So, anyhow.
And I can add, Ray, you don't want to go through that feeling of a blackout drunk and waking
Never.
up the next day and going,
Never.
what the hell did I do last
Never.
night?
Exactly.
And not knowing when people come to you and tell you what you did, you're going,
that's
whoa.
that's what I'm saying. Because the girl says, this one, you raped her. No, I didn't. Well, how do you know? If you don't know, if you say,
What
I
happened?
don't remember. Well, what happened last night? I don't remember.
Even if you didn't, if you don't
remember, then
You're screwed.
that's it. How are you going to say? So, come on,
Always
man.
be in control of your faculties. And that goes for the ladies, too.
Absolutely, come on now. Girls should know better than that. And women usually don't get, but I'm just saying. So, going back, they said one was a bad
should
drunk.
see my
and he
wife.
but anyhow. So I'm looking forward to reading this article because I guess he speaks about me in there when we met, how he wrote the song. They talk about how he wrote the song about me in there, and it says, they said, on his next album, 1980, says Sentimental Hygiene, Zevon finessed sentiments, finessed a mission statement on Boom Boom Mancini, one of the greatest songs. I appreciate they call it one of his greatest songs. One of his greatest songs, based on real life boxer Ray Mancini.
It's got a great hook,
About
man.
that, man. Yeah.
He played it on Letterman, for God's sake.
Yeah, about that, yeah. And
I mean,
I was very flattered by it. So
that says, no, honestly, Ray, that says a lot about, like, for you to be held in high enough regard by a guy like that to write a song about you. I mean, don't blush now.
I was honored. I truly was. He was
Mr.
great.
Humble over here.
He was great. So, okay, real fast, we got a few minutes left. So here's my rant.
Oh, okay, I was going to ask. Rant.
Here's my rant. Guys, I've been seeing a lot. Look, here's the thing. I've seen guys, and I only tell this because I we all go through it, but you're young. But somebody's got to tell you. Finally, I had my mother, tell me, my father tell me. I've told my children, and now my son's major, graduated with a degree in fashion design. He knows. But all my kids, I tell them, you don't ever wear a shirt, button-down shirt, tucked in, without a jacket on. If you tuck your shirt in, and a lot of guys go, walk. I see guys out all the time. The dinners up without a jacket, with your shirt tucked in. No, never. You have a jacket on or have the shirt out. So you have if you're gonna be casual, have the shirt out. You don't ever have a shirt tucked in, button-up shirt tucked in without a jacket. Not a good look.
What if you got a pocket protector? That's nerd. That if you're a nerd, I think the pocket protector. If you don't have a jacket, I'm just saying.
If you have a polo shirt, which that people like to wear, again. So it comes out. You want to see people? You can see. See how I got the sweater? It's got line. It's out, right?
You dress so well.
Right. So you wear out. No. This is what I'm saying. If it wasn't, there's certain clothes you wear out.
Yeah.
This you would not tuck in. You don't tuck these in. So you can wear a jacket with this hanging out. Mm-hmm. But I was gonna say the other thing is you never leave your shirt out that's meant to be tucked. In other words, you can tell. See, this is a shirt because it's rounded. You can see how it's rounded and stuff.
Yeah.
It's meant to be hang out. So you can put a jacket over this. But if a shirt is just a traditional shirt, and also, if you're going to leave it hanging out, have it styled, have it fit. So it's tighter, more form-fitting, and not hanging low. Not worse than that. So, but if you got a shirt tucked in with a belt on, you have a jacket on. That's just protocol. If you I see other guys wearing a shirt and a tie with no jacket. That's a no. That's a no in fashion. You got his tie on, always have a jacket. So if you have a tie, you gotta wear a jacket. If you have an open collar, you wear a jacket if it's tucked in. If the shirt's out, open collar, jacket on or off. Now I used to say fashion statement where you wear the shirts hanging out and a jacket. That's a casual, very casual look. I do that occasionally still with jeans stuff. But if you're going to a dress event, tuck it in, jacket on, always. So that's just. I see a lot of guys, and look, man, if you got a bit of a gut on you, and I'm not and a lot of guys, you don't ever tuck it in. Always leave your stuff out, man. Look, gives you a little bit of slim fit or some lining, man. Gives you a little slim look. And if you got a bit of a gut on you, wear dark colors, blacks, browns, the blues, the lighter colors, because it accentuates. That's all. But that's it. Look, I'm not knocking anybody. But you don't tuck it in, and then it cuts you in half. That's it. Whenever it cuts you in half. Especially so you don't want to show that. So, because the first thing is people's eyes go to your belly. If you got that, that's okay. Look, that's what I'm saying. So, but if you're gonna wear a shirt out, make sure it's the right length. Don't hang it down to your knees. Comes right below the butt, right at the butt, below the butt, right. Covers you, not hanging down your
unless you're a low rider. I'm just saying,
all
right?
Whatever, my man, right? So whatever. So that's what I'm saying. If you wear a shirt tucked in, always have it with a belt. Wear a jacket. If the tie, always have a jacket on. If you're gonna wear a shirt out, jacket's optional, but make sure it's the right length. And if If you wear a polo shirt, leave it out. Don't take polo shirts. Come on. It's like you have a t-shirt. You don't ever wear a t-shirt tucked in unless you got the jacket on and you're wearing it as a dress. More dressy. Okay,
Yes,
that's my rant for the day. I see too many of you guys doing it. Too many of you guys who got a little bit of a gut, a little older. Don't tuck it in. It cuts you in half, and it showcases the gut. Okay.
Hey, Steve Stabile says he got the belly no tuck in thing. Got it. He didn't need to write that one down. He's
Okay.
writing the rest of his down.
Okay, Steve, write
Steve's
this down.
got it covered.
Okay, and that's also my last thing I'll say, because we're gonna get out of here. I think I want to thank my friend Sharon Trigno Best for correcting me on my grammar. Thank you, because I can't get no more better than you, Sharon, with that suggestion.
You talk real purty, Ray.
And the last thing, I'm going to just say, Warren, I just read a thing. That's not good. I got that. Warren Zevon, I just read. Oh, not Warren Zevon. No. Another friend of mine. I just read something he wrote. I thought that's good. So here's the thought for the day. It's the last thing I'm gonna leave you with. He said, take care of your memory. I seen him write this on Instagram. He said, take care of your memories, for you cannot relive them. Great advice. Take care of your memories, for you cannot relive them.
That's beautiful, Ray.
That's it. You always got them here though, but you
That's
can't
beautiful.
relive them. Okay, only in your mind. You can't relive them in your mind, but that's a little different. Okay,
Hey, next show we got to talk about shorts.
shorts.
Make a note.
Okay.
Steve wants to know. He wants to know the fashion rules for shorts. So we'll cover that next show.
Sure. Okay, I'm gonna hold on 1 second, please. I'm saying goodbye on my show. Hold on. Okay, so we'll be back next Tuesday, same time, same place. Until then, take care of each other, love each other. Good night. God bless.